So today we are just showcasing all the different kinds of things that we do in the academy. So we do mainly fashion, beauty therapy and makeup. So we always get a lot of interest because it's such a visual thing, which is great. People are really drawn into kind of looking at what's going on. But I think on a whole, creative industries are really growing at the moment, and I think to have a proper qualification in an area of a creative industry is really important now. Our students have gone on to work in fashion, which is great. Some of them have moved over to the UK and to Australia. They're doing great, and they're mainly working in beauty makeup, but quite a few are getting into theatrical and film makeup as well, which is great. And also private makeup as well, so bridal makeup is always one that's quite big, especially in Ireland. So I'm doing kind of a special effects kind of look, I suppose. So it's kind of like a really kind of simple way of doing a special effects look by layering liquid latex and tissue. So it's kind of like a ghoul.
It's gone quite well. There's been good footfall through the hall. As you say, we have the Defence Forces well represented. We have the Air Corps, we have the Naval Service, and we have the Army and the Army Reserve here as well. We also have plenty of kit and equipment on display, so people can get a feel or a flavour for what kind of work we do and the kit and equipment we use to help us carry out the job that we do in state and overseas. It's a complete mix of students from transition year up to 6th year. Obviously you got some very, very interested people who are getting close to leaving cert and getting close to choosing a career, so obviously we've had some really good interest from them today. If you want to join the Army itself, you've got an option of joining as a general service recruit, or else you can join as an officer cadet. Both are completely different branches of the Defence Forces and take different amounts of time to train up a recruit or a cadet, completely different. We also have the Air Corps and the Naval Service, which also offer career avenues for possible recruits. Roughly at the moment we've about 430 personnel serving overseas. Our main troop contributing mission at the moment is in UNIFIL in the Lebanon. That's where we have most of our troops on the ground. We do have other personnel serving in Bosnia, in Afghanistan, but they're a very small portion, generally less than 10 in most of those locations. But yeah, the Army does offer that side of a career for people as well who wish to travel abroad and broaden their horizons and take part in peacekeeping or peace enforcement mission overseas.
Well, the Erasmus National Office in Dublin at the Higher Education Authority is one of 33 such offices all over Europe. And we provide a service to the institutions whereby we support them on the Erasmus programme. The budget comes from the Commission to us and we distribute it to the colleges. That money is used to support students who want to study or work abroad during the course of their higher education. So that is a wonderful opportunity for students in Irish higher education colleges, and 3,000 of them are availing of it each year. There is huge interest here at the Higher Options Fair in the programme. We are working very hard at promoting it, but I think equally students are realising that for employability, a period abroad is a very useful thing to have on their CV. It improves their language skills, it gives them the opportunity to work in a different multinational, multicultural environment, and I think they come back as stronger and more developed people and more focused on their studies. So all in all, I think more and more Irish students are recognising the possibilities of doing an Erasmus study abroad period.
Yeah, no, it's been very busy today. It started off this morning from 9:05, literally. The doors have been, when the doors open, we've had a great crew. Generally every year for Higher Options we're extremely busy, so we'd usually have up to maybe 9,000 visitors to the stand each year, so really busy across all the different faculties. You know, we've every area represented, and that right down as far as sports scholarships, so it's been very hectic so far. Yeah, well, I think it's a massive event for students in second level schools, particularly now with the cuts in all the careers, and maybe that might jeopardise the amount of opportunity that the students would have. So having a day like this where they can go around and get information from their top 10 colleges is a huge incentive for students to get out of school for the day and actually get that important information.
Really busy this morning, so we had lots of interest from students, particularly interested this year I found in computer science, computer games development and sports courses. Those were really popular ones this morning. I would say first students who have queries about courses can come and talk to lecturers or people from the courses. So it's often better than trying to ring or get answers from email and so on. The other is, I suppose, people just become more aware of what type of courses that you do. We've had one student ask, where's Carlo? So selection of courses, and it's hard for them to know which is right for them or what's different between one and the other. So I think today is really important. They can hopefully discover that.
It's very busy. It's my first time kind of being up to one of these events, so I didn't know what to expect, but non-stop since kind of about 9:30 this morning, and we're here with business, and yeah, a lot of interest for business courses. So I think a lot of people are a lot of students seem more clued in than when I was kind of coming. They kind of know, right, I kind of need a language along with a general BCom or BBS degree to kind of get a bit forward. So yeah, a lot of clued in and a lot of really interested students. There are definitely a lot more questions, more in-depth questions than what, like before, like when I went, like you generally just you went to college, it was a given that you got a job, but there's a lot of in-depth. A lot of people are asking, what careers am I going to get when I come out of this? And even a lot of students are asking what postgraduate courses they can do. So to see that from 17 and 18-year-olds thinking ahead, you can see, they're kind of thinking on their toes compared to a few years ago. They know their options are kind of not as broad as they used to be. They have to be a little more aggressive almost.